Greetings from the Parker Wests.
We wanted to send a video blog on the last day of our honeymoon here in Asheville, North Carolina, to say thank you and explain a little as to how Rabbi Ettin was such a vital part of our wedding ceremony.
So we, after a few conversations with Rabbi Ettin over the phone, it became clear to us that he wouldn't just be our rabbi for our wedding, but that he'd become kind of our rabbi from this day forward. And I think it's going to be a really special relationship that we're going to build with him. What else do you want to add?
Well, just that he traveled 6 hours one way to be with us on our wedding day, and he brought with him a wealth of knowledge that he knew he'd be sharing with a mixed group of people, some of whom had absolutely zero context for a Jewish wedding, and others who had just very little. I don't think there's anyone there other than him who had context for a traditional Jewish wedding, which is good because ours was not a traditional Jewish wedding, as it was co-officiated by a reverend. And while we did have elements of a Jewish wedding, including being married under a chuppah, having the seven blessings, and the stomping of the glass. Michael did a very good job. He got it the first time. We wanted to make sure that those pieces were captured in our wedding because they represent the fact that we were going to have a Jewish home, a Jewish interfaith home, and it's going to have recognizable pieces of my Jewish heritage and our shared values of Tikkun Olam and of other pieces of my Jewish background that has helped build our home. Some highlights from our wedding that Rabbi Ettin was able to bring to it was, number one, when he chanted the seven blessings, I looked over and saw my mom get really emotional hearing the Hebrew, and that was really powerful for me because I feel like I was sort of a connection between my mom and her mom to their Jewishness, which, when I think about having not connected with my rabbi in college and having not been a Jewish religion studies with a focus on Jewish tradition major, like I wouldn't have started to introduce that back into their lives. And then certainly going to Israel was the biggest connection, and all of the opportunities that we've had as a result of going to Israel, from the Jewish learning class to the opportunities that we've had to just share different Jewish holidays with my family, was really powerful. And it wasn't just the connection between my mom, who's Jewish, to her Jewish heritage by way of the rabbi at my wedding, but also my dad, who is not Jewish, wearing the kippah that Michael got in Israel, in Jerusalem, when both he and my mom gave me away, was really powerful because it was just his way of really respecting and showing appreciation for his daughter's Jewish heritage, and the way that that's going to be playing out in our future and our family together.
And I think for me that was the most beautiful part of this whole thing, was just the very purposeful acknowledgement of these two traditions. I think our wedding ceremony was unique. I'd never been to a wedding ceremony quite like ours, and I think it really set the tone for the family that Courtney and I want to build together. So that was sort of my highlight of the ceremony itself.
They did a good job blending the ceremony. Even when the Reverend got a little excited and was about to pronounce us, and he was saying, "You may now kiss your bride," and Rabbi Ettin said, "Don't kiss her! Don't you dare kiss her!" because Michael hadn't stomped on the glass yet. So they had a lot of fun with each other, and the chemistry, and people noted this, the chemistry between the Reverend and the Rabbi were really great, and that's just really powerful because we got a lot of respectful denials or declines of people who were not willing to co-officiate. So we really appreciate being able to find a rabbi and a reverend who are really very respectful and very culturally sensitive on both sides.